Good morning, y'all. It's Nick with Urban Farm Boys. How's everybody doing? It's Saturday morning, and I am out first thing. I'm in the parking lot at Michael's because I saw some things online today and yesterday that tell me that it might be the season of Caron anniversary cakes again. They have posted on the Michael's website this year's anniversary cakes lineup. I'm super excited. I have to go in and check and see if they have any. I don't think I've seen anyone posting the big cakes yet, but they're coming. And they also have a lot of fun new stuff from what I've seen online. So I'm gonna go in and see what I can find, and then we're gonna chat about this year's lineup. So let's go in and see what they have. Well, that was an epic fail. I went into my local Michael's and they had nothing. So it was a quick visit. But it's a new day and a new Michael's. We live in an area where there's like 3 Michael's relatively close to us. And it's been so long since I bought yarn that I kind of forgot that my closest Michael's never has a very good yarn selection. But I'm now at another one. I spent a whole semester doing a clinical rotation right by this one, and I used to stop in this shop far too often after my clinical rotations. And I remember they had a good selection. So let's see if we have better luck today. Okay, quick editing Nick here. I wanted to show you guys what is available on the Michael's website before I go into the store. So I was just curiously looking on the Michael's website the other day to see what was coming. And if you search for Caron anniversary cakes, you don't really get anything, right? It's not showing it. Sometimes, depending on last week when I looked, it showed me some previous season anniversary cakes and they were not available anymore. Just said sold out. Now I'm seeing here at the bottom, you've got these coming soon options. So these are the Caron anniversary cakes, and this is this season's cakes. Next to it, you have the slice of anniversary cakes. And then we also have these smash cakes. So these are now listed on the coming soon. Let's just click to check whether it'll show us. Because honestly, 2 days ago, there were fewer options. Nope, now it will show you. Okay. What I was going to tell you is if you look up here, you couldn't find it before if you searched by anniversary cakes. You had to go into the Caron Cakes shop and then limited time Caron Cakes. And if you click on that, it'll show you these same 3 things. So we're getting closer. Okay, so let's look at the anniversary cakes real quick first. So this is essentially this year's selection of anniversary cakes. So they're $39.99 per cake. You get a ton of yarn for each cake. So if we look down here, you get 1,000 yards or 941 meters. It's a ton. Let me see if I can get you guys more detail. Maybe not, but it's a lot. You're gonna get a lot of yarn. They're huge. It's 1,000 grams. It's 1,000 yards. It's essentially like 4 big skeins all rolled into one. Okay? If you haven't seen them before, this is what we got. So this is this year's selection. None of them are available at the moment, not for pickup, shipping, or delivery. But let's take a look. So there are 8 colors this year. This one is Tropical Breeze. I'm going to make another video where I give kind of all my reviews, but I'm hoping that I can get my hands on some of these and do an in-person review. But for the moment, we'll see what they've got coming. So anniversary cakes, Tropical Breeze looks fun. Muted, rainbow. I don't know. I feel like we saw that last year with the Prismatic and the Book Club. This looks a little more festive maybe, but you know, muted rainbow. Got it. Next is Berry Ripple. This one, these are not my colors, but I think there's a lot of potential here. If you guys like these colors, purple, pink, I don't really do a lot with pinks and purples. There's also, it looks like some creams, almost leaning into beige. They're pretty, for sure. It looks nice. We'll have to see. I don't know if it's my cup of tea, but that could be a winner. The next one is Green Flash. So, do you guys like it? I don't. These are not my colors. But we'll see. Green Flash. Next is Oceana. I feel like they had one of these last year. Very similar. This is also not my color. I don't know. It's fine. Blues, greens. What is happening? Blues, greens. It's fine. If you like those colors, it's great. I'm trying to see like what really sparks excitement for me. And this, I feel like, I don't know. We've seen it before. This one I think is kind of interesting. Beach towel. So it's a little bit similar to if we click over to Tropical Breeze. It's not that far off. You see? And I think that's what happened last year with the book club and the prismatic. Prismatic was a little bit more rainbow centered and book club was a little more muted. And I loved book club. These two, I feel like they're kind of the same idea. But I like beach towel better. I think this one could be really interesting. I'll have to see it. But for me, this looks more fun. This might be the one I'm the most excited about. So that's beach towel. Then we have opal. And this one I think is pretty too. I don't usually make a lot of things with these colors, but I think it's really pretty. That kind of muted pink color, the green jewel tones, the white. This is very jewel tony. I think it's super pretty. I'm not sure what I would make from it. This doesn't really match anything in my house either, or, you know, anything I would wear, but I think this is really pretty. Opal. I have high hopes for opal. Next, we have Cookie Mint. Cookie Mint looks cute. Cute. I don't know. I don't have a lot much more to say about Cookie Mint. Looks cozy. There's a million things you could do with this. It looks cozy. I think Cookie Mint can be a hit. Not something I'm gonna grab, but it's pretty. And then the last one here is Oyster. Now Oyster I like. Oyster speaks to me. These colors I think are pretty. But it's also individualized, right? Like what I want to do is not necessarily what anyone else wants to do. This, to me, I would like to make things with this colorway. So that's it. So what do you guys think? So we've got Oyster, which I like. My other one I'm excited about is Beach Towel, I think. We'll see. Maybe not. Maybe when I see it in person. I mean, I don't know what I would make with this either. I just like the colors. But I like Beach Towel better than Tropical Breeze, I think. Although I have a feeling Tropical Breeze is going to be the big hit. But I've already done like muted rainbow colors. I did that with Book Club. I have the prismatic. I don't need more rainbow colored yarn. I don't. I like Berry Ripple too. It's pretty. I'm not a fan of this Green Flash. Cookie Mint is fine. I don't know. My ones I'm excited about are Beach Towel, Opal, and Oyster. Probably in that order. Okay. If you guys want to see the other limited time cakes, just so you know, the slice of anniversary cakes, the other day when I clicked on this, it did not show you all the colorways available. Nope. It's not doing that now either. But we've already seen, or you guys will see shortly, they've got book club. They've got, I saw 4 different colorways. So I'm going to click off and bring you back to my car, and we'll go into Michael's and see what they've got. But if you search for the limited time Caron cakes, you'll see what's coming, as well as the smash cakes, which I'm going to show you guys as well when I'm there. This doesn't show you all the color options either. And the only thing I can tell you guys while we're on the website is if you want yarn from Michael's, if you want one of these and you can't get them in your stores, look here where it says how you'll get it. You can order for pickup from your local store. You can have it shipped to you, or you can have delivery. One of them, I'm not sure which is which. One of them is, I think this one, I'm not sure. One of them is Michael's will ship it to your local store and then you pick it up from the local store. The other one is you get it to your house. If you guys want these yarns, you got to get them as soon as they're released. Look for pickup, look for pick up in your local area, but change your location, check and see if they can ship to you, check and see if they can ship to your store, search for other stores. If you go up here, you can choose your local store and change it, search for stores, you know, within whatever radius, check it out. These yarns go quick, so. Last year I got some in store. I was able to get some delivered, and I got a third delivery of some when I just changed my local store to a different one and had it sent to that store and then shipped to me from that store. So make sure you use all your resources. But anyway, that's the end of my reviews. Let's get back to checking out the yarns in the store. All right, so we started right off the bat with these chunky yarns, chunky cupcakes. I think you're meant to make a hat with them because they have those little floofy things that come with them. But they were really cute, and I liked this colorway. It was called Mango Tango. I almost bought them, but I decided to wait a little bit. But they had a bunch of colorways for that Mango Tango. And then there were a bunch of people around me, so I didn't want to talk into my camera, but I found the Slice of Anniversary Cakes yarn, starting with the Prismatic. I know that was a big hit last year. They've got it. This was my most exciting one, the Book Club. Book Club is back. I was so happy just to have it in my hands. These skeins are about 250 yards, so about a quarter of what the big ones are, and I'm so happy that Book Club is back. And so is Prismatic, if that's what you're into. This one was also fun. This was a new one. Not all of them apparently are slices of last year's models. This one was the Playgroup colorway, and I thought this was fun. I really liked it. I don't know what I would do with it, but it was cute. And then this last one here, if you like purple, this is the one for you. I gotta see what it was called. I can't remember. Hocus Crocus, that's right. Yeah, this one was really pretty if you're into the purples. So those were the 4. They had some more that I'll show you guys, some color matching slices. But in the meantime, I also checked out the smash cakes. They had many new colors. So this is me going through the drawers of smash cakes. I was super excited about that black one there on the right. It's called Licorice. I'm going to pick it up, I think, in a minute and show you guys. But this one, I can't remember what it's called. I'm going to show you guys in a minute. But it looked a lot like the Book Club colorway from last year. Not exactly the same, but same color tones. And it looked really cute, really pretty. I think this could make something beautiful. Oh, it's called Caramel Crunch. I think this is a super nice one. I'm not buying it because I bought a bunch of the birch bark last year and I don't need more. But this was the one I was the most excited to see in person. It's licorice. I thought it was going to be a black, white, interesting. What it looked like is mostly black with a little tiny swirl of white. So I don't know if I'm sold on it. This one was cute too, the mixed up mint. These are really not my colors, but it looks fun. Vibrant greens and yellows, kind of neon. This next one, they all seem very 90s, these smash cakes. This looks very neon. This looks like a hotel hallway carpet from the 90s. If you know, you know. For sure. I don't think I'm going to be using that one. Speaking of 90s carpet vibes, this one was really cool. I liked it too. I might pick up some of it later. This is called Candyland. It looks really fun. I mean, it's wild and crazy. And then this one was kind of similar to that Candyland, but less of the yellows, more of the purples. This one was called Blackberry, and it was really pretty too. These are super, super energetic yarns, these smash cakes. And then up here, I loved this one, and I'm going to buy it. Look at those colors. This one was called Cherry Berry. It's super pretty if you like reds. My goodness. And then check this guy out. He's insane. This is nuts. Look at those colors. This one is called Turquoise Punch, and you are definitely getting punched by the colors in that yarn. So those were the smash cakes, and if you guys can see on the left side there, you also have the slice of anniversary cakes. And here, I think what I was trying to show you guys is that with each anniversary cake, they've paired it with another cake you can buy, a solid colored cake that they think is supposed to match with the other one. So like these are the prismatic cakes. And then they paired it with this red yarn. And what I'm showing you right now is that the red that they've offered doesn't exactly match. It just doesn't. I have the prismatic yarn. That red was a bit off. For the book club, they had this yellow. I don't think I showed you guys the names of all of the solid colored yarns they're offering, but they're the same. This one, it did match. I mean, you could work with it. It was fairly similar, mostly similar. And then with this guy down here, Playground, I think it was called. That blue, yeah, you can pull from the solid colored cake and get a blue that matches. So those two would work. And then the purple too, I think the purple one would work. You can use that solid purple. I don't think that the color they put with the prismatic matches at all. It just didn't. So, I don't know, but you guys might have a different opinion. I have a quick video here showing you guys, take a feel for yourself, but I feel like the solid colored yarns on these slices are a little thinner than the other ones. So just make sure that it's going to work for your project. Juan the Yarn Addict said the same thing when he felt them. Those solid colored ones feel thinner. Then in this little clip, I was just showing you guys, these are the spots where they're going to fill up with the upcoming anniversary cakes. They've got the little price tags and little barcodes for all the yarns. They're just not out there yet, but they're coming. So anyway, that's what they had in store. We're about to go back to me in the car. What do you guys think I bought? All right, guys, as you can see, that was quite the success. There were none of the big anniversary cakes, the big ones, but they're coming. As I showed you, the price tags, the space is all set up, so they should be out soon. But as you saw, they had kind of everything else that was, you know, sort of leaked on their website. And I liked a lot of it, I have to say. I bought 2 things. Can you guess what I bought? I'll give you a second. Okay. So from the Smash Cakes collection, I liked several of them. I really thought I was going to be into that licorice one, the black and white. It seemed really interesting to me, but when I got my hands on it, it's a whole lot of black and very little white. And what's white in it is just like variegated black and white swirls. There's no solid white pieces, so it seems like it'll be a very, very black yarn overall. Not what I was kind of hoping for. But I did see this one, which I really liked, and I decided I had to have it. This is the turquoise punch. It's very neon. It's very kind of 80s. Pinks, yellows, greens. There's a little bit of black and white. This is another one of those yarns where I have no idea how it's gonna work up, but I kind of had to try it. It's super hot in the car right now. I'm sweating. I turned off the AC to film. So I don't really want to think about fall projects, but last fall I started making socks and I kind of was good at it. So I thought this could be a fun pair of socks. So this was the one that I had to get. Can you guys guess what the second one was? You guys, I just had to. Book Club Returns. I had to. I was so obsessed with this yarn last fall, and I don't know what it was about it. I made a blanket, I made a scarf, I made a top. I think that's all I had enough yarn for. And I think this was definitely like the hit of last year's Anniversary Cakes collection. Eventually they sold out and you couldn't get them anywhere. But I just loved it. And now they're not selling it this year as the big cakes, but they're selling it as these slice of anniversary cakes. And that's kind of perfect because not everybody wants a giant ball of yarn anyway. So these are 8.8 ounces, 250 grams, and you get 285 yards or 260 meters, which is kind of a perfect little cake. And I don't know if these will sell out so quickly this year. I don't know if people are still dying to get the book club, but if you were and you missed your chance last year, get these. And all I can say is get to your local Michael's and buy them, or as soon as you see them online, order them, because they disappear real quick. And these are the perfect size. It's the same exact yarn. Trust me, I stared at this yarn for so long last year. It's exactly the same. So I may have bought 2 of them. But that's all. I restrained myself. I did see several other yarns that I liked, but I really want to get my eyeballs on the new ones, the big anniversary cakes, before I go crazy with other stuff. So I'll have to check back in a few days. Anyway, it is super hot in my car right now, and so I'm going to turn on the AC. I'm going to head home, and then I'm going to kind of reflect a little bit on the new stuff from this collection. And also, while I'm promoting the anniversary cakes and the book club specifically, I might show them to you, show you what I've made with these. And I do have a couple of thoughts actually about this yarn, which I want to share before I tell everybody to go out and buy a bunch of it. So I got to get some AC for now though. So I'll see you guys at home. Whew, okay, I'm home. I've had a wardrobe change. It's such a nice day. I'm going to get in the pool after this video, but I wanted to show you the skeins one more time in a little bit better light, and then I'll show you a couple of the things I've made with my book club yarn to give you an idea of what it looks like. Okay, so we'll start with the Caron Smash Cakes. Again, I think this is a really fun colorway. Really hard to imagine what it'll look like when it's worked up. But I'm excited to try it. And then let me show you the slice of anniversary cakes book club. So as I mentioned, I love this yarn and I got really obsessed with the anniversary cakes. I made a bunch of stuff with the book club colorway, like I said. I also made a big blanket and some other things with the birch bark colorway. And I'm now making a granny ripple blanket using the prismatic colorway, which they also have in the slice of anniversary cakes this year. So if you want to get some of that, you still can this year. And I love the yarn. The only thing that I don't really love about this yarn, and before everybody goes mad and buys hundreds of dollars worth of the yarn, I think it's worth knowing, is that it gets really fuzzy, really halo-y. So let me show you what I'm talking about, just so you know, because all of this anniversary cake seems to do it. So after I made my blanket, I made a matching sort of sofa cushion. This is just like a corner-to-corner pattern. And if you can see, I'm going to get close, it gets really, really halo-y. I hope the camera picks it up. It gets halo-y and kind of matted. And I mean, it does that more so than any other yarn I've ever used, I have to say. Can you see? So that's something to know. Now this pillow is just like a sofa cushion, so the most use it gets is just us leaning against it and, you know, rubbing our back, I guess, against it as we're sitting on it, but that's just from that kind of wear. And then I also will show you the blanket I made. So this is the corner-to-corner open block stitch blanket, which I'm just obsessed with. I'll show you first. I just love it. And this goes on one of our beds just as like a top cover decorative like accent blanket. So it doesn't get a lot of friction either, because like when you're in that bed, you're under the regular blankets and the sheets. So this just lays on top. But it's also doing that same kind of halo-y thing. It's a little hard to show you when it's dangling here, but if you can see, it's the same idea. It gets kind of clumpy, halo-y. Not sure how well you can pick that up, but I'll also tell you, how often do you guys wash your crochet blankets? Neither one of these have been washed, but it's because they're kind of like in accent areas. This is in a guest room that doesn't really get used. So I have a feeling when these get washed, they'll do that even more. So it's something to consider. It doesn't look bad, but to be honest, I don't love it. It's really, you know, I don't know how well you guys can see, but it's pretty significant. And just for comparison, I did another blanket using the birch box colorway, same open block stitch pattern, and it's doing the same thing. So this one we also have like on our living room sofa, so this one gets maybe a little bit more use. We do kind of throw it over ourselves in the evening, like if we're watching a movie. Maybe not so much in the summertime now, but it's also doing that. Like look on the corners, you can see. So it's something to keep in mind. Last summer was definitely like, and fall was definitely my anniversary cakes obsession era, but I'm going to be a little bit more careful about it this year, knowing sort of how this yarn behaves. So something to keep in mind, but they really are beautiful yarns. I have 3 more big cakes of the prismatic. I'm working on that granny ripple blanket, which I love how it's looking. it's got a long way to go, and I have 3 more giant cakes of that. So I have a lot more yarn to use, but I've looked at the options this year, and there's one or two that I think might be really cool, but I'm going to have to see them in person. Last year I immediately was drawn to the book club and the birch bark. The prismatic was kind of an afterthought for me, but I know a lot of people really liked that one. And this year nothing is really like grabbing my eyes too much. So, but I'm definitely going to be keeping my eye at Michael's because I think they're going to be in stores within a week, probably. I think they said somewhere I read 2nd of September they should be out, but they're already getting ready. They may be out sooner. So I'll definitely be keeping my eyes out. If I can see them in stores, I'll make another video for you guys then and see how it goes. But I'm excited. I wanted to show you guys. Comment below, tell me what you're excited about. I think the slice of anniversary cakes is a great idea for people who don't want the giant ones that are also $40 at Michael's before you use a coupon. These are a lot more reasonable, but these are not the same colors as the big anniversary cakes this year. So, you know, depending on what you like, you might have to get the big ones. Tell me what you're excited about. Tell me what you're going to make with these. I don't know what I'm going to make with these. I kind of was just so happy to have it back in my collection for nostalgia. Maybe I'll just keep it forever. Anyway, we'll figure that out later. But I hope you guys enjoyed. If you are crazy about these anniversary cakes like I am, or like I have been, comment below. Tell me what your plans are this year. Tell me what you've made in the past with previous colorways too. And if you want, you can follow me on Instagram. And if you've got any pictures of things you've made with it, tag me so I can see it. I would love to see what you guys have made. Or once you get the collection this year, tag me in your progress photos. I'd love to see. There's a bunch of links in the description. Our Instagram, my Instagram. You can become a channel member if you'd like additional content. You can send us a postcard. We love to receive postcards. There's all kinds of ways to connect with us. Subscribing is always free, and that helps. Comment below. I hope everybody's doing great, and I'll be back soon with the next update on these anniversary cakes. You guys know I will. Until next time, take care, guys.